Attention in the cattle barn, there is a truck and trailer right outside Broadbent that needs to be moved. They're going to spray the parking lot, so they would like for you to move that if all possible. Once again, good morning, Simmental breeders. What a great day. It's going to be a great day here in the cattle barn. We're all set for an exciting event, the Showmanship today. Our juniors, intermediate, and seniors. What a great part of the cattle business it is for these young people to come out and show their talents and how much hard work they put into everyday work with these animals to present them to be judged and also in their showmanship skills. So let's all relax. We'll have a great day. We're going to start here approximately 10 o'clock. It's a great tradition that we have before events that we do take the opportunity to honor this great nation that we live. I'd like for anyone that has served in the past or present in the barn to raise your hand. Just raise your hand up as high as you can. If you've served our great country in the past or present, raise that hand. And ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for these individuals and thank them for our service to our great country. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If everyone would please stand at this time, we're going to take this opportunity to play our national anthem. Thank you. Now everyone can go back to the blowing those calves out. We're going to blow and go this morning for our showmanship contest. We will give you about a 5-minute heads up on when we're ready to start up here so the first heat can make their way, followed by the second, third, fourth junior classes. Looks like the Kentucky Cattlemen's booth is open at this time. If you need something to eat, please make it up that way. No ice cream as of yet. The Champion Show Supply trailer is open over there and ready to go if you need something. And also God Cattle and Kids Boutique there on the corner, clothing and accessories. A thank you to all them for coming out and being part of the Breeders' Sweepstakes. We are still waiting on our judge to arrive, so just relax. Like I said, I will give you a little heads up on what's going to happen. Our judge, Mr. Kyle Conley, is here now. He's a third-generation registered Angus breeder. He owns and operates Conley Cattle Company of Sulphur, Oklahoma. They have 250 registered Angus and 30 Simmental cows. Him and his wife, Amanda, 15 years. They have two sons, Case and Jack. He's a graduate of Oklahoma State University. He was a member of the Reserve National Championship judging team. Our judge, Mr. Kyle Conley. We're going to get our ring man up here. And within a couple minutes here, we're going to bring that first class of juniors into the show arena. At this time, our first Heat 1 of the Junior Showmanship will be entering the show arena. Heat 2 should be in the makeup arena. Ladies and gentlemen, here are our Showmanship showdown for the day. First class, Heat 1 Juniors. While they're making their way into the arena, would like to announce for our rookie, peewee, novice, whatever you want to call this, the young people that are just so anxious to be part of the cattle business. I believe we've got 11 or 12 of them signed up for that today, which will be an awesome time. What a great opportunity. On that, parent, grandparent, someone can enter the ring with them if they would like.
Well, good morning, and it's again a pleasure to be here These youngsters worked pretty dang hard yesterday. So, with that said, I kind of knew coming into today that I've had an idea. Some of these kids may not have shown yesterday, and that's fine. But the ones that have, I sure have recognized a lot of you guys and noticed the job you did yesterday. So not much of a grinded out showmanship guy that tortures you out here all day. But I've tried to take into account the ones that I've seen yesterday's show and put it together this morning with watching you guys out here coming in the ring. And anyway, I'm a believer in just being natural and being pretty calm and collected as you come in here and not being not trying to overachieve out here with showmanship. So in terms of it's not just showmanship. It's about the animal and what you've done at home and how much prep has come into the situation you're into this morning. So with that said, I'm going to take a couple out of this heat, and there's 4 heats in this division, so we'll get them all back out here for our junior showmanship, and we'll pick out a couple and bring them back in here. So let's give them a quick round of applause, and I'll select the 2 or 3 out of this bunch that I think sure deserve it.
All right, we'll end our first heat. Our judge, Mr. Kyle Conley, has chosen 2 individuals to come back and compete at the end of 4 heats. So heat 2, I believe they are ready just as soon as we clear the show arena. We now have Heat 2 entering the show arena. Heat 3 should be in the makeup area. Okay, our judge, Mr. Conley, has chosen 2 out of this heat. We'll excuse the rest of them. We'll be getting ready to bring in Heat 3. Heat 4 should be making their way to the makeup arena. Reminder, if you were chosen, the 2 chosen out of each heat, you should be making your way back to the makeup arena. Our judge has picked 2 individuals to come back for the final round. The other 3 can be excused. We'll be ready to bring in Heat 4. We are now ready for Heat 4 of the junior division to enter the show ring. Heat 4 entering the show ring. The 2 individuals from the previous heats that were chosen, you should be in the makeup area. So if you were chosen out of Heat 1, 2, and 3, please head to the makeup area at this time. We have chosen 2 out of Heat 4, so the others can be dismissed at this time. Great job by all the juniors this morning in showmanship. In no particular order, we will bring back the 2 individuals from Heat 1, Heat 2, Heat 3, and Heat 4. So if you are all in the makeup area, I believe they are ready for you to enter the show ring at this time. Once again, we will be choosing our champion junior showman.
Yeah, at the end of the show.
We'll move promptly through these heats, but when it comes down to picking the overall in each division, I sure want to take our time and make sure that these exhibitors get a chance to present their animals to the way they want to. And I think that there's no doubt we've got the best junior showman out here right now. From what I've seen yesterday and today combined, I think it's gone hand in hand with watching them yesterday. And the showmanship thing has always been a challenge to judge for me because I guess I was in the same shoes you guys were in, and you get out here and things either work out or they don't when you're showing an animal. I think you go through the process of getting them halter broke and working on them at home, and then they get out here and you put all that work into it, and sometimes they just don't cooperate, and sometimes you just can't present them to the way you want to. But I've seen that happen, and I've been involved when that does happen. So I completely understand, but we're not having any issues out here. These youngsters out here are doing a phenomenal job, and just I couldn't be more impressed with how you guys are handling yourself and how these animals are acting for you. And I sure want to commend you and your families because I do believe that it's not just you guys out there by yourself working in the barn. It's you and your parents and your siblings, and I think that's a lot to me what showmanship is you guys all work together at it, and it's a family effort. But I hope you understand picking one exhibitor out here, and it makes it tough. I've been in your shoes, and it's not much fun to think, oh, I wasn't good enough today. But that's not it. You guys are doing a great job, and it's tough to be the judge out here because I can tell you there's things I like about every one of you's style and how you present your animals, and I've talked to most of you throughout the last couple days, and I sure want to tell you that I have enjoyed it, and I think this is a great show and a great event, and you guys get great awards, and you have a great staff running this show. Now this buckle, Jamie told me needs to whoever wins this buckle needs to take it back up to the announcer stand, or Jamie. There's a couple of errors on it. You win it, but you need to take it back to her, and they're going to make a couple corrections on the actual buckle itself. So with that said, let's give these exhibitors and their families a nice round of applause, and we'll go out here and select our champion junior showman.
Your champion junior showman this morning is Madison Metzger. We'll now be ready to start with our first heat of intermediates. Now, a reminder to Madison, you will be involved in the showdown once we are completely done with the intermediates and the seniors. We have chosen 2 out of our first heat. Everyone else can be dismissed at this time. We'll be ready to start heat 2 once the show arena is empty. Once again, heat 2 should be in the makeup area, ready to walk in at this time. Heat 2 of the intermediates, we're ready for you in the show arena. Heat 3 should be making their way to the makeup area. Heat 2 is now in the show arena, so Heat 3 should be in the makeup area. We have chosen 3 individuals out of Heat 2. The others may be dismissed. Please keep those 3 animals in the makeup area. Heat 3 will now enter the show arena. So the 2 individuals from Heat 1, if you would please head to the makeup area, that would be awesome. As soon as we do this class, then we will choose our champion. So if you are a senior, please be ready. We have 2 heats in the senior. Heat 3 now entering the show arena. Our judge has chosen 2 individuals from Heat 3. Everyone else can be dismissed. We will now get set for our champion intermediate showman. Just hold those animals until we get everybody lined up. Once again, it's pretty awesome. Let these young people come out here this morning, display their showmanship skills. A lot of work by all these kids and families have been put in. It's just awesome to see everybody involved in the cattle business. The Simmental breeders should pat themselves on the back. They brought a great set of animals for evaluation, and these kids are doing a great job. We will have 7 individuals in this intermediate champion drive. They come in no particular order.
once again, not to sound like a broken record, but it is a challenge out here to judge these showmen. This age group, I feel like they really understand what they need to do, and I feel like you probably get your best showman and your worst showman in this age group. You get the kids that are really catching on, and they really want to go forward with doing this, and then you get some of them that don't maybe care as much and want to go do other activities, and we've seen that, and that's fine. But I think this is the group of kids that I think you really just see. Really, I really enjoy watching this age group just because you can tell the ones that want to keep doing it and get better and better as they get older. And this is by far as competitive of a lineup as I've seen in some time, and it's a challenge for me, to be honest with you. It's you go pick any of these, and some of those ones that didn't make it out here, in my opinion, in the cuts and these heats, I just can tell you they were plenty good enough to be out here and be in competition. But I just try to keep it manageable in terms of size and out here for our overall. And I feel that we've definitely got a top end cut here, and these exhibitors and their families ought to be very proud. And it's a big time challenge, I can say that. So with that said, I'm going to do a little more studying. Let's give them a quick hand, and I'm really impressed with what we have in front of us.
Your intermediate champion showman is Morgan McDaniel. We'll be ready for Heat 1 of the senior division. I think Heat 1 of our senior division is now entering the show arena. Heat 2 should be in the makeup area. Our judge has chosen 2 individuals out of our first heat of seniors. The rest may be dismissed. Great job by everyone. We're now ready for Heat 2 to enter the show arena. Heat 2. The 2 individuals from Heat 1, if you would just circle back to the makeup area, that would be great. Thank you. We have chosen 3 individuals from this heat. The rest may be dismissed. Great job. Thank you. Those 3 individuals will circle back to the makeup area. We'll get everyone lined up for our selection of our champion senior showman. We are now ready to choose our champion senior showman. We have 5 individuals making their way in the ring in no particular order. Will our junior showman champion and our intermediate please make their way to the makeup arena? Thank you.
Well, once again, as we have a very impressive senior division in front of us, I think you can, by all means, tell these showmen have had some experience and have been in several contests and have shown some good cattle probably throughout their whole career. But it's by no means my favorite position to be in, picking one of these exhibitors. But as we've said 100 times, I think lots to be said for what you do at home and what's important to you in terms of how you have your cattle looking when you bring them to a show. There's no problems out here in terms of how the cattle look. There's no problems in how they're acting. Nothing to make it a little easier on me is going on out here. But I sure want to commend you guys and your families for making it this competitive. And here we'll pick one senior showman, and we'll bring all the division winners back in for the overall champion. But let's give them a quick round of applause. That's a very impressive lineup of showmen all the way through.
Your senior champion showman today is Claire Trenopole. So far, 3 champions would head to the makeup arena and prepare to come back in for the Showmanship Showdown. Now, the exciting part of the day will be coming up immediately following that. We will have our rookie, novice, peewee, fun time showmanship. Remember, someone can be with them in the ring when they do this. I believe we have 11 individuals that will be in our showmanship event.
Well, guys, before I get finished up with my job here today and yesterday, I sure want to say again, I appreciate the opportunity to be out here and judge the Junior Sweepstakes show yesterday and this showmanship contest. I hope you understand when I say it's not fun. I enjoy it, but it's not a fun job to sort through the exhibitors themselves. The cattle part of it's easy for me, but the judging the juniors and the intermediate and senior showmen is not the most enjoyable job that I get. No matter if it's a county fair or a national caliber show as this, it's just it's a challenge because I sure appreciate the exhibitors on all ends of the spectrum in terms of their experience and skill level. I think it's just tough for me. But anyway, as a parent that watches our kids show, it's a challenge to sit back. But I appreciate the exhibitors doing it on their own. I haven't seen any overbearing parents that are telling their kids what to do. They're letting them do it. And I tell you what, I haven't seen anybody out here that doesn't need to be in the ring. They're really there's a really good group of Simmental juniors that I think have a lot of future. And I'd say this kind of a setting in terms of getting these kids out here in the ring and making them have a project is the best thing they could do. So each one of these exhibitors out here has received, the way I understand it, $1,000 to win their division, which I think is awfully impressive. Circle M Farms, Craig McCollum, I think you guys are lucky to have a breeder as him in this breed to sponsor this event and get these exhibitors out here and give them a chance to do something with that money. And the winner of this, I think, is going to receive $2,000 added money that I think is just unheard of. Whichever breed you want to talk about, I don't think there's any breeder of any breed that will step up and sponsor something like that. And I think Craig McCollum is just an exceptional guy. And if we can give him a big time round of applause, because I'm telling you, he's an awesome guy. But you talk about the winner of the event getting $3,000. That's a pretty big time gesture, and I think that any of three of these exhibitors could probably put it to good use, saving it up for college or putting it towards a project. I'm sure it'd probably be a Simmental. But anyway, I sure want to tell Craig I appreciate the opportunity to be out here and him sponsoring this on the Simmental breeders' behalf and his behalf. But what I'm probably going to do is we'll get this buckle, and we're probably going to let Craig present the buckle. If he'll do that, I sure think that'd be a pretty good gesture. But this is tough. I think all three of these young ladies out here are doing a phenomenal job, and I could throw a dart in and blindfold me and pick any of them, and I think I'd be right. So let's again give Craig these exhibitors, and I again appreciate the opportunity to be out here. Awesome event.
Your champion of the Showmanship Showdown today is Claire Trenopole. Congratulations to Claire. Also, congratulations to our intermediate champion Morgan and our junior champion Madison, and to all those that participated in our Showmanship event today. It's pretty awesome to see that many kids, 51 total, and that's not counting the 11 more that's going to make their way in here for the Pee-wee. So 62 young people doing the Showmanship today. And once again, thank you to our judge, Kyle Conley, for evaluating these showmen, and also our junior cattle yesterday. We'll be ready just as soon as all of our novice and Pee-wees are here. We'll get underway with that. Once again, please put this in the back of your mind as you are relaxing for a little while this afternoon. Our embryo semen fun auction will begin at 3 o'clock right here in the show arena, I believe. So please come over and be a part of that. We'll give you a list of some of the things in the fun auction and who they are donated by immediately following our rookie showmanship contest. We would like to have Madison Metzger and Morgan McDaniel to the backdrop for a picture at this time. Madison and Morgan, if you could come back up, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. right, now it's the fun time. You're going to see some young men and women here in our rookie division. They're making their way in the ring right now. And I honestly have to tell you this. I've watched them back here in the makeup ring. The kids are laughing and so relaxed. The parents are the ones that are nervous. This is pretty awesome. I tell you, we've got one, two, I believe we're going to break it down into two different classes. Looks like we might have 5 in this first class. This is worth a picture. Grandparents and parents sitting along the side, make sure you get pictures of this. This will be something you'll want to look back and remember for a long time. It's just a great opportunity that these young kids show such an interest and want to be a part of something like this and get out here and do it. They'll go back home and bug mom and dad for a long time. Let's go to the barn. I want to work with my calf. Now, I have to tell you, if our judge, Mr. Condon, was nervous before and a hard decision in that other group, this will be even worse. In our first group, I'm going to go ahead and give you the name of these young people and their age. We've got Addison Allen. She is 4 years old. She's out here. Parker London, 5 years old. We've got Connor London, 6 years old. Sadie Jackson is 8 years old. Maddie Sturgeon is 5 years old. And Gavin Palmer is 7 years old. That's our first group out here. Now, I will tell you, as they have lined them up, the parent, grandparent, or whoever is in there with them has backed away a little bit. The show sticks are working. They've got a good hold on that halter. And no calf has got away. And the smiles on these faces are priceless. We're not going to be choosing and placing. Each of these individuals will receive a ribbon, and they also get to choose a halter or a hat, I believe. So we're getting some pictures taken right now. I've got to tell you, once again, this is priceless. Great job. It was impressive when the parents and grandparents or brother and sisters, aunts and uncles, whoever's helping, backed up. Man, they got a grip on that halter, and they had that show stick working. Now they're trying to choose which color hat and halter they'd like to have. Took the pressure off of Kyle. All he had to do this time was walk around, pass out ribbons. We just found out we've got one young lady in here. She told her helper to back off and get out of the way. She could handle it on her own. Wow, what an awesome set of young people up here. These are what happens a lot of times. These older brothers and sisters get to do all the showing, and these young people are the ones back sitting on the box, probably eating all the snacks and everything else, while the older siblings get to do the showing. So it's pretty cool that a lot of shows around the country now are doing this and allowing this opportunity for them to come out here and just get to take part in what's going on. Great job by this first group. Once again, it was Addison Allen, Parker London, Connor London, Maddie Sturgeon, Sadie Jackson, and Gavin Palmer. Congratulations to each one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together as they're now exiting. I know there was some pictures being taken, but we got all the time in the world for these young people, so we do appreciate it. Thank you. I've got, you know who they are? Or you put the age by it. All right, another exciting class getting ready to head in the ring. I'll have some names for you here shortly. Our first calf has entered. All right, as our judge walks through and checks out these young showmen, we've got Harper Hamilton out there, 4 years old. We've got Adelie Hafner out there at 5 years old. We got Bennett Palmer, 4 years old. We got Jack Palmer, 3 years old. And we got Sawyer Krager at 2 years old. Once again, believes, they've kind of told the adults to back off. They've got the halter in hand, the show stick's working, and there's some pretty big smiles on some faces out there. The parents should be pretty proud of all these young people. Our judge is evaluating these young people. He's walking around talking to each one of them. They are also getting their rookie goodie bag. They have chosen a halter in whatever color they like or a hat. Excuse me, it looks like they're getting a hat and a halter. I should have been out there. Once again, all the grandparents, parents, and family members should be pretty proud. If you want to get some pictures, feel free to do so. They're all doing an outstanding job. They still got these cattle all set up. Once again, ladies and gentlemen that are sitting around the ring, put your hands together. It's another big round of applause for this group of young kids coming out here and doing a fantastic job. The smiles are still big. They've got a goodie bag, and they're getting ready to exit the show arena. Once again, we want to thank everybody that has been a part of the junior show and this showmanship event. Well, all the rookies that have shown, please come to the backdrop. All the rookies head to the backdrop. They'd like to get a picture with all of you. Also, if you did not get a green goodie bag, please come up here to the announcer stand and we will make sure you do get that. Once again, thank you to all those that helped put this on. A big thank you to Mr. Kyle Conley out of Oklahoma for judging the junior show yesterday and our showmanship today. Our open show will begin at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I've got a list of the fun items for the embryo, the semen, and fun auction this afternoon. We've got a bottle of whiskey and a bottle of bourbon that was donated by Schick and Hafner Cattle. We do appreciate that. We've got some cow picture that was donated by Schick Chicks. That's pretty cool. We've got a Yeti cooler donated by Atkins Cattle Company. We've got an apple crowned whiskey also donated by Atkins Cattle. Another bottle of crowned whiskey donated by Atkins. We've got a set of cow earrings. We have a keychain. We have some 11 ornaments and also a coat rack donated by Double Image Cattle Company, Scott Eisen and family. I believe that's a pretty good list of what we got. You can all come up and check that stuff out. Once again, that'll begin at 3 o'clock this afternoon. The catalogs for the auction are also up here in that same area. I believe the show order for the open show is posted on the wall outside the office. Once again, a big thank you to our ice cream, the Kentucky Cattleman, Champion Show Supply, and God Cattle and Kids Boutique for being here with us for these 4 days. It's greatly appreciated. Everyone, please enjoy your afternoon. Relax. Thank you. We'll get all set up for the auction and the open show tomorrow. Thank you.